Okay, this is our project for the day, is to make a banana circle, and that consists of digging a hole at least 1 to 2 feet deep and taking all the inside dirt from the hole and mounding it around the outer edges. As you can see, we've got the circle formed. We're just finishing up this side here. We're going to dig it out, and then the next project is going to be raking up all the debris. Since we cut all this debris down, we're going to rake all this up and put that in the circle with some mulch, and then we're going to mulch all the mounds after the bananas are planted. The bananas are sitting there waiting to be planted, and I'll give you an update in probably half an hour or so. I'm breathing heavy. This is hard work. I'm doing a lot of the digging. Okay, banana circle is done being dug. The bananas are planted. We're going to fill the center with some compost, some human manure, and all the scraps we can pick up around here to get this compost working to feed these plants. And then I'm going to water everything in. But we'll be back to you when it's all done to see how nice and tidy I can make it. Okay, final update for the banana circle. It is done. It took us hours and a ton of sweat equity, but it is done. I ended up taking most of the leaves off, if not all of them, because we want the energy to go to the roots. And some of these had already, from having them travel up here, the leaves were broken anyway, so I just cut them off. Now some I've left some center growth, and some I've left some, like I believe a center leaf will come out of this yet, so I saved that. This has got a leaf starting, so I saved that. And this, we didn't get enough mulch on it. That's the only spot though. Everything else is mulched pretty good. And this has got a center leaf, so I saved that. This is all an experiment for me. I've never done it before. This I left one whole leaf on. These are really small bananas. They were given to me, but they're nothing like what I have at the house. Because my bananas at the house, these leaves are as big as I am. But these are pretty small. They're young, and if they like this setup, which is the test, we have 8 banana trees here. If each tree produces 50 pounds of bananas, that's a lot of bananas. If this is successful, then I'm going to research what other trees I can plant here on the off-grid property that will work with this circle concept. Because what I've done in the center of the circle is, as you can see, we've been clearing. We've been doing a ton of yard work. So I did a lot of raking, and between the pine needles and the fresh green, there's a thick layer of pine needles in here and on the very bottom. So it's kind of like if anybody knows about gardening, it's called the lasagna. You layer things so that it decomposes faster. So this will turn into a major compost pile. So things like when we rake up around here, which all these pine needles, if somebody gets energetic, which I don't see it happening this weekend anymore because we're all tired, but we can rake up all these pine needles and put them in here, and it's going to help this break down and throw heat this winter into a good compost food source. And this is also dug out, as you saw earlier, so it's also going to hold some water. So time will tell. I've seen a few of these done very successfully. I don't know that anybody's done any in Florida, but I sure have, and I hope it works. And that's my update on the banana circle.